When I heard there was a tomato club in my area, I had to come check it out. We're in Smyrna, Tennessee, where they're growing these test tomatoes. We're standing in a high-yielding tomato patch at the home of Sam and Kay Clark. Hey guys.
Hello.
Can you tell me what you got going on here?
We have some tomatoes that were in a club that we're a part of. Jennifer and Jeff Harvey started the club, and we've been just kind of, well, we've been members for 5 years.
Is that a spin-off of another garden club?
No, this is just several couples got together. We have about 15 people in total that have gotten together and just like to share tomatoes as far as the response we've gotten in terms of if we like the tomato, if we don't like the tomato. And we've ordered in several tomatoes that we would not normally have gotten. We order them through mail order, that kind of thing. And in December, we'll order out the tomatoes. Everybody gets mailed a little packet. And then we'll grow seedlings. Probably about March, April, March, sometime in there, we'll exchange the seedlings at a nice little potluck lunch. And then we will grow them over the course of the summer. And then late July, typically when all of them are coming in real well, we'll get together and then have another little social gathering, and we'll rate the tomatoes as to if we liked them, did not like them, that kind of thing.
Are all the members growing the same group of tomatoes so you can do comparisons of how they did? Okay, I got you.
Everybody grows the same tomatoes. Some people have gardens like this. Some people have just a condo with a few pots that they'll grow them in. And so it's a variety of people in terms of who are members.
Well, I can't wait to see what we've got going on down this patch. And so you've got found some real winners and some real losers.
Yeah,
huh?
exactly. We have one that's one of the classifications is, does it taste earthy? That means it's terrible.
Okay. All right.
It's code for terrible. But we have some really good ones. We've tried out some striped aromas, among others, that we really, really like. And we've also continued to keep our heirloom tomatoes passed down from generations in our particular family anyway. And we've been doing this since we were kids as far as growing tomatoes. You grew up with a garden, you just kind of stayed with the garden.
So one of my favorite aromas is tomatoes, the plants. I love the pungent smell, always have. What are we standing in front of here right now?
This is a rising throb. It's one that we gathered through the tomato club itself, and it's proved to be a nice tomato.
I noticed that they kind of grow in a cluster, almost like you'd see at the grocery store, as opposed to an individual longer branch.
Right, you can pick these up at Publix.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Yes, they're very nice. They're very nice.
Great.
Great for BLTs.
Okay, one of my favorite things. All right, let's go see what else you got in this row.
Okay.
This is a speckled aroma, and you can see it looks like a regular aroma, only down here on the bottom you can see there's some stripes on it, whatever. I'll pick this one off right here. This looks like this right here, and they are very, very nice. We've really enjoyed these.
That's actually very pretty.
It is a pretty tomato.
Is the fruit red or is it yellow?
It's a combination.
Okay.
The stripes are yellow and the fruit itself is red.
Tell me about your process of planting tomatoes. How early are you planting your plants?
We planted these, May, June, around in there. And she has a little something she does to them. She puts some nitrogen.
I put Epsom
salt in them. And
aspirin.
In the ground?
In the ground with the tomato, and kind of stir it around so the roots don't make contact with it.
Okay.
And then one thing that people don't do a lot of times that is,
Sucker.
well, this right here, if this was a tomato plant itself, you would turn around and pop these off, the extras off, and plant the whole tomato as deep as you can, because it grows. Tomatoes one of those plants that will propagate roots all up and down. You see these little furry stickers on the side. That will actually become a root.
So it makes it stronger in the ground if
exactly,
you plant it deep.
And it makes it where it's more apt to survive a dry spell, that kind of thing.
Fertilization? Mm-hmm. What are you using?
Just your basic 10-10-10.
And I noticed you use your grass clippings.
Right, the grass clippings, we use those because it holds moisture. You can walk in the garden year round, no problem. And at the end of the year, I'll take the tomatoes up and the cages up, and then turn around and till the whole thing under. And this soil wasn't that good when we first moved here, and over the time we've made it what it is. It's gotten real fertile.
All right, let's go up the patch here and see what else we can find. I see where this tomato gets its name. What is it called?
Champagne bubbles.
It's such a cute tomato plant. I love the size. It's almost between a cherry tomato and a regular tomato.
And it's real nice because you just take the tomato and drop it on a salad, that kind of thing. We're anxious to actually start eating on this, and we haven't done any, it hadn't ripened yet, and as a result, we haven't been able to eat any of the tomatoes. But
do you consider this yellow ripe then down here?
It
Okay.
is.
oh yeah, those are just about ready down
Okay.
there.
And the fruit's yellow on the inside, I'm assuming?
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, go ahead.
And it's low acid,
Oh, okay.
which is nice.
And I see some soaker hoses throughout. So you under the plant water and not overhead water, correct?
Right, under the plant soaker. That way you don't lose a lot of the moisture from the sun and that kind of thing. And this is the first year we've actually used a soaker hose in here. We knew we were going to be going. We just got back from a trip to Niagara Falls, and we were going to be gone, so I figured I needed to do something to keep the plants watered during that time frame. We don't normally water our garden, but the grass takes care of it.
Do your friends / club members come out and help you at all in the garden?
No, every member does their own thing.
Okay.
We have some members that actually live in condos,
Okay.
and they'll turn around and grow theirs in pots, that kind of thing. And so it's a variety of people. We have some others that have gardens similar to this right here, and it's just one of those things where everybody contributes their own thing.
Are the results available for anybody to check out? And if so, where would they go to find that?
We're not online. We're kind of a little small club,
Okay.
that kind of thing. We do a little Facebook back and forth, that kind of thing, just keeping up with the club members. But for the most part, it's just, I don't say, it's not private being said. We'd love to have anybody join the club that wants to, but we're just a little friendly get-together and an opportunity to eat.
All right, let's see what else we have up here. What is this beauty called?
Gobstopper. It's another one that we picked up through the club this year. We're trying out. The tomatoes, as you see, are yellow down here, and they're just starting to come in. And that's late July. So we planted them all. All these tomatoes were planted at the same time. Some of them have a longer growing season than others.
Is this classified as a cherry tomato then?
I would think it would be. You can see by the size, it's kind of a cherry tomato. And a lot of the club tomatoes are, in fact, cherry tomatoes, that kind of thing, salad tomatoes.
And then I wanted to mention too, you got a little companion planting going on here. I see some marigolds between some of your tomatoes.
That helps cut down on insects,
Aphids.
and things of that nature. And it smells the garden up. They're nice, very nice.
What else? What's the next one there?
This one right here, we have to keep these little on
I
here.
think that's a clever way to keep track of the names and varieties of your plants in the garden.
This is a little close pin, Rhine and Stall, I believe is what it's called. And it's another in the classification of a cherry tomato. And
This is pretty prolific. Look at all the buds coming up here.
oh, this one right here is going to, we'll have all the salad tomatoes we want.
In addition to the Tomato Club's tomatoes, you also growing quite a good selection of heirloom tomatoes.
Yes, these are some tomato seeds that were passed down through the generations in our family. And these are some German pinks right here. And we save the seeds from the best tomatoes, and then we'll turn around and plant them. And
You said that you planted these a little bit later. About how later?
approximately probably about 4 weeks later.
Yes.
About 4 weeks later. So they're about 4 weeks behind. That way we can get tomatoes throughout the season. Some of these tomatoes will probably be pulled up, thrown away, and then these right here will be right in their prime at the same time.
Look at the size of the tomatoes on this. Is this German pink?
It is. We love this one. Again, these are just planted earlier than the ones we saw earlier, and this further along. The fruit on this is 1 slice per BLT.
That looks
does
delicious.
a great job. We love this tomato right here. We've grown it for years, again, passed down through the generations. It's just one that it's been a real solid tomato for us. Disease resistant, it just does a real good job for
Well,
us.
I want to tell you thank you very much for sharing your knowledge of tomatoes.
Thank you, pleasure to have you.
For inspiring garden tours, growing tips, and garden projects, visit our website at volunteergardener.org or on YouTube at the Volunteer Gardener channel, and like us on Facebook.